The stage was set. England against Argentina. Maradona, this phenomenal, squat, quick, elusive player. He took the ball in the centre of the field, and there was Peter Reid.
Number 16, is he? Starts to chase Maradona. And actually, Reedy, for a chugger, was no slouch over the first few yards. But after about 3 paces, he kind of starts to wave him goodbye, and Peter satisfies himself with having one of the best views in the house and one of the best goals ever scored.
I remember speaking to Peter about it a few years ago and saying, you know, Pete, why didn't you just hack him down on a halfway line? I said, you had the chance. He said, I couldn't even get close enough to kick him. He said, that's how good he was.
I think, to be honest, now he looks back, he can also just feel a privilege to have been on the same pitch as possibly the world's greatest player, playing possibly his greatest ever game.
But we haven't been able to control the play in midfield the way that Maradona has been able to do. And he's hurting England again here. It's a brilliant run. It's one of the World Cup great goals.
The vision, the pace, the balance, but just the strength to hold off 5 or 6 tackles. And even when Terry Butcher comes in and slides in, most players would have collapsed underneath it. But Maradona had the wherewithal to keep his balance, pick his spot, and although Terry Butcher will tell you he probably got the last touch, it's not one that he's ever going to claim.
I think he's dethroned Pele. I've never seen such a wonderful player. He's fantastic.
It is a fantastic moment, and David Pleat said it straight away. You know, this is the best player in the world now, and that was the goal, probably his greatest ever goal.
I remember that Azteca Stadium in Mexico went absolutely crazy. And of course, I think England, tongue-in-cheek, really knew that they'd seen a goal scored against them of the very, very, very highest quality.
It's the goal that the victory and the team deserved. It's what they could do. No other team at that World Cup could do that. Maybe no other team before or since has been able to do that. It is their signature moment.
It just epitomises all that's great about Brazilian football. Pace, the rhythm, the balance, the control, and a stunning finish at the end.
I think everyone can understand this being the winning goal, the context, the Brazil 1970 team. There's just a joy about it that I think sums up the 1970 Brazil side, and well, it makes you smile to watch it, doesn't it? It's exuberant, and that's what Brazilian football is.
It only happened once in the 1970 World Cup, and we know who did that. I don't think Brazil are going to do it here. Erzino, faced by Facchetti. Oh, it's not a bad ball for Pele on the right side. It's Carlos Alberto. And what a great goal that was!
Everything about that goal was just was perfection personified. The little turns, the little drag backs, and then suddenly Carlos Alberto came charging up from the back. You know, he must have run 40 or 50 yards just to get on the end of it. It was absolutely magnificent.
This goal really epitomised everything about Brazil, the way they waited for players to come and support, the way they took their time, the way they worked the ball from the left of the field to the right of the field, and the way Pele just held the ball and waited and almost teased the Italian defence. And then at the last second, when he knew that Carlos Alberto was on his shoulder, he just waited and slipped that ball as though to say, here it comes, here it comes. And Carlos Alberto came and thundered that shot into the far corner. That was beautiful football.
Well, it seems only fair, really, that the #1 spot goes to that seminal Brazilian World Cup winning team from 1970, although any of the top 5 could have been worthy winners. We've seen some great goals, and I hope brought back some great memories.
Oh, it's not a bad ball for Pele on the right side. It's Carlos Alberto. And what a great goal that was!